what's going on, man? It's your boy Funkadelic Jones, man. Welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Podcast. Hey, the baddest podcast on the planet. We get real on this show, though. You feel what I'm saying? But before I get started, man, make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to all my distributions where Ghetto Wealthy is supplied. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we talking about Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we on iHeartRadio, we on Amazon, like, I think we on Google Play as well. I'm not sure. We might be on Google though, guys. I might gotta double check just to confirm. I don't want to steer nobody wrong. But I know for sure on the other ones, we're definitely on those platforms. And of course, your boy's on Facebook as well, man. So all my Facebook people, make sure you guys follow me at Funkadelic Jones on Facebook, man. Keep up with all the insights, you dig what I'm saying? But let's get funky with it one time, man. I came into 2023 on a mission. And that one mission I would definitely say is I'm not asking questions to a lot of things anymore. I'm just going about my business. Something don't sound right to me. If it don't add up remotely, you know what I say? This is my key phrase for this year. If you like it, I love it. It don't have to make sense to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It could be dumb as hell. But I'm gonna be like, you know what? If you like it, I love it. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember the other day I had a conversation, right? I was having a conversation with somebody. And the words that came out their mouth was, I want to be a bum. Now it may been kind of sarcastic, but at the same time it's not. Here's my thing though. If you know you signed up for something, if you know you got to commit to something, then I don't understand what's the whole problem. But when somebody say, I want to be a bum, it's kind of like, oh, wow. Well, I mean, if you like it, I love it. And especially with a lot of things that go on in today's world, in today's society, I don't even argue with a lot of things that go on because a lot of stuff in this world today does not make any sense. But at the end of the day, I just say, hey, if y'all like it, I love it. Simple as that. I think the biggest one is going 50-50. The whole, like, the going 50-50 and I don't do 50-50. I'd be like, okay, then. I'm like, understand this, right? This is a scientific fact. I'm just playing. But it is a proven fact. We look at the times back in the day, right? We look at the 80s, we look at the 90s, we look at the 70s. Time was a lot simpler. Gas was cheaper. A lot of these things were times were simple. Like groceries were probably a little bit lower, rent was cheaper. All these things happened back in those times. And as much as I love my aunt like to throw that card around too and just be like, at 18, I had my own place, my own car. I had a job. You know, she had all these different things when she was 18, but I'm sitting there thinking like, that was in the 80s. This is 2023. You understand? You see how dramatically time has changed from the 80s to 2023. Like, gas back then was probably, what, 50 cents, 60 cents or something like that? You look at gas now, gas damn near almost like $7 in some places. You know, gas almost $5 in some places. Rent back in the day probably used to be like $500, $600 for an apartment. Rent nowadays like $1,500, $1,600 for an apartment. And then on top of that, just to get an apartment nowadays, you gotta make 3 times what the rent already is. So if the rent like $1,200, they expect you to bring in like $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that is. But the reason why I started on that conversation is let's break down this whole 50-50, not going 50-50 type of thing. If you wanna base it off your dad, you wanna base it off your grandfather, I understand those things. This is why I say if you like it, I love it. But back in the day, times was simple. One income can take care of the entire household. One. So if your dad had one job, he can he can take care of a lot of things. He can make sure the household straight, car got gas in it, the whole 9 yards. Let's look at today's society of ladies. I'm not telling you to settle. I'm not telling you to settle. No. That's not what I'm telling you to do here. But I'm telling you this from just understand from this perspective. If you're telling a man in this day and age, like I'm not going 50-50, understand what this man has to do. This man's gonna have to work 2 full-time jobs, and he's probably gonna drive Lyft or Uber on the weekends, or do some type of side hustle, some type of side gig on the weekend, just to provide for the household by itself. But then again, when he's doing that, now you're getting upset because you like, oh, all he do is work. I mean, if you look at the times that we in nowadays, one income in today's society is not going to get you far. But this is why I say, if you like it, I love it. Like, so basically what you're saying is you won't even help that man out. You rather this man work himself to death because you're like, I'm not doing 50-50. Ladies, I understand that you want to live like Pop, and I understand you want to live like your dad. You know, you was like, we're those type of guys, and we're those type of men that understand this. That society in that era is dead, is gone. You have to realize that in today's society, man, if you don't have 2 incomes, best and believe it's not going to work. I understand in today's society here that I'm not settling for a woman who just be like, well, I'm not going 50-50. I'm not sitting here working myself to death for an extra bill that I really don't want. I mean, that might sound cruel, that might sound crucial, but I'm not working myself to death for an extra bill that I don't want and I don't need. So you don't want to help me. You don't want to help me, but yet I have to take care of everything and cater to your every needs. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I like the fact of having freedom. I know life is already hard, but damn it, I can already manage life by myself. And I love the fact that I can manage life by myself. So I'm gonna keep it this way. If there's no team effort over here, then I'm not taking on having to work from sun up to sundown, work on weekends from sun up to sundown to make sure you are good. I'm not gonna do that. You gotta understand in this day and age, like I already work hard, but I'm not gonna work hard to take care of somebody else. If this ain't a group effort, I don't know what to tell you. So ladies, understand this. If you guys are saying you don't want to go, you're not going 50-50, I'm just saying, I'm not telling you to settle, but I'm just saying, are you sure? Because trust me when I say that, I mean, if y'all live in an apartment, I can understand him just take care of the rent by himself. I mean, still, if you live in there, but anyway, like him take care of the rent by himself, I already pay rent by myself too. But so that's nothing. But at the same time, I'm single. If I got a girl walking around here and she in my house every day, all day, or she practically have stuff here, and I'm just like, so I'm paying rent. Like, you're here every day, all the time. Like, you eating my groceries, but you don't want to pay rent here. You eat my groceries. Like, mind you, I'm a single person, but when you get here now, you know, but like I said, man, if y'all want to struggle, if y'all want to struggle in today's society because a lot of these ladies are saying, I'm not going 50-50 when some of them need to go 50-50. If you like it, I love it. I'm going to say that right now. I think the number 2 prime example, and I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this, but damn it, I'm going to say it anyway. Domestic violence. Hold on. I know a lot of people like, oh, Funk, this is a very touchy subject. But let me tell you something. If you are in an abusive relationship, nope, before I get started, I'm gonna just say this. When it comes to abusive relationship, domestic violence, if you like it, I love it. Now let me go ahead and get started with what I say, because y'all already know me, man. I don't stray away from things. But if you are in an abusive relationship, if you're in a domestic violence situation, wouldn't you, as a person, want to get away from that situation? I mean, like, let's be real for a second. If a man is putting his hands on a woman, wouldn't you, as a lady, wouldn't you want to get away from that situation? I'll be real with you. If me being a guy, right? Me being a guy, and I hear, no, me being a guy and a lady. Well, damn, I can't use that example because a lot of people are like, well, damn, you getting your ass whipped by a lady. But okay, we're gonna use me as an example. If me being a guy, and let's say a lady beating the hell out of me, right? Let's say she using objects and weapons. So I go to work with a black eye. They're like, what happened? Man, my lady smacked me with an iron. What? My lady hit me with a broomstick. What? You know what I'm saying? And then somebody tells me, they're like, you need to get away from that situation. And I keep going back to my situation. If I keep going back home, getting abused, getting hit with objects, right? At some point, when are we gonna start blaming the person that keep going back? This is why me personally, I don't get into domestic violence and abusive like conversations. Because everybody feels so sympathetic for the person that's going through it. But the question I ask myself is this. But the person keep going back. So when are we going to look at them and say, you know what, at this point I can't help you. I gave you some advice. I told you to get away from the situation. You choose to keep going back. So this is why I say, if you like being abused, if you like being in that situation, I guess I love the fact that you like being in that situation. That's why I say, like, in this day and age, in the times that we in, especially 2023, I'm not arguing nobody's decisions ever. If a girl because I've heard this so many times in life, a girl will tell me, I don't want to start over. I just want to, like, you know, we've been through so much. If the relationship ain't going nowhere, why are you sticking around? We just been through so much. I don't want to start over. So basically you're saying you're settling. If you like that you're settling, I love the fact that you want to settle for a relationship that's not going anywhere. I love it. I love it for you. I like it for you. I love it for you. You're clearly telling me in my face that you are just willing to settle for this when you know damn well this is not going anywhere. I look at the same thing for abusive relationships. The same opposite way. I know a lot of people say this is a sensitive matter, but let's be real. If you know if you are in an abusive relationship, you need to get away from that relationship. If you keep going back to that relationship, what does that tell me? That means that you like being in that situation. So if you like being in that situation, I love the fact that you love being in that situation. I hate to be the one to say it. I know it's going to be wrong coming from me. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying it, but God damn it, somebody need to say it. I'm just being real with you. Don't get mad at me because nobody else don't want to say it. I'm going to say it regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it. People going to be like, that's wrong. Like, this is a sensitive subject and blah, blah. It ain't a sensitive subject. No, it's clear cut. It's clear cut right down the middle. No man should be putting his hands on a woman. That's simple, clear. That's clear as day. But from a lady that's allowing it to happen, that's keep allowing it to happen. I'm talking about literally. If she going around wearing glasses because she got a black eye, she got a bruise under her eye. If he's over there hitting her and she keep making excuses, I'm the type of person I don't even say nothing. If he's clearly hitting her and she keep making excuses for the guy, I'm gonna be the type of person to just sit back and just be like, hey, you clearly must like it because you keep putting up with it. That's why anytime I see those toxic couples, those toxic relationships, I just sit back and I just be like, hey, if you like it, I love it. I'm talking about y'all, do you know that the relationship is toxic? They fight, they be fighting all the time. They always argue all the time. I say the same thing for cheating. I literally say the same thing with cheating though. Literally. Same thing. This is how I know some ladies and some guys are settling. Because of the fact that you know your partner is cheating on you. And you still stand with the person. If you like the fact that they cheating on you, I love the fact I love the fact that you like that you're being cheated on. I'm being real with you. And then we got this crazy idea and this crazy thing called let that man cheat in peace. Ladies, I'm gonna be real with you. If you let your man cheat in peace, you a fool. You dumb as hell if you let a man cheat in peace. You crazy? So you basically telling me that you will really stick it out with this man because he even got money or he's slinging that good wood, but you gonna let him cheat in peace. If you like being cheated on, I love that you're being cheated. I love the fact that you like being cheated on. I love it for you. That's because you wanna know why I'm saying if you like it, I love it. Because the crazier things get, the crazier I sit back and just be like, hey, kudos to you. Kudos for you to be stupid as hell. Kudos. Alright? Kudos for you. Same thing with jobs. I'm doing the same thing. If you know it's time to move on from a job. I'm talking about, let's be real. You know it's time to move on from a job. And you would legit sit there and stay at a job just because it's comfortable for you. I'm like, hey, don't you think you want to get a better job? Don't you want to, like, I be so sick and tired of people complaining to me about their jobs. And then when I ask the most simple question of, well, are you looking for another job? They be like, nah, I'm not. So what you keep complaining to me about a job for? You clearly must love working in it. If they make you work every weekend, you don't get no days off. You can't never take vacations. They always denying your vacations. They're not going to give you a raise. They're not going to pay you more. But you still sitting there because of what? So guess what? If you like working there, I love the fact that you want to be miserable working at that job. You don't want to go get another job, that's on you. What you want me to do? I can't help you. I'm not staying at a job that's not going to do nothing for me. It's time for me to move on. Yeah, I did my time. I did my service. Salute to you. But at this point, it's time for me to go. Simple. But no, you want to stay at a job that ain't doing shit for you? Hey, I ain't got no beef with it. Knock yourself out. This is why I say too, and like this is why I say with the times that we in, the stupider things are. I just sit back this way. If you like it, I love it. It don't even gotta make sense no more. It don't gotta make sense no more. Especially if you get on social media. Social media getting wilder and wilder by the day, right? Like especially some of these females that be doing these interviews, you just be looking like, that's a damn shame. I literally heard a whole girl do an interview talking about something. He gotta be a gang member. In order to date her, he gotta be a gang member. He gotta be hood. He gotta have a gun. He gotta have this. I'm like, you know what, sister? If you like hood dudes, I love the fact that you like hood dudes. I do. I love it. I love the fact that you like hood dudes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what more can I say? Right? Some ladies' standards are just out of this world. They know damn well they can't match. They can't match that. They can't even match what they're looking for, but yet their standards is out of this world. But guess what? I'm like, if you like that your standards are unrealistic, I love the fact that your standards are unrealistic. Same thing with my fellas, man. Y'all be asking for ladies that y'all know y'all can't pull. But guess what? If you like it, brother, I love it that you like your standards being so unrealistic. Fellas be one of these super bad jumps. I'm talking these super bad, Instagram models, or she gotta be nuts, she gotta be bad as hell, right? I be this Joe sitting there looking like, you really think you can get that? Yeah, bro. Like, but I'm like, so she got all these things going on, and you still working at like a deadbeat job. I'm not saying a job is a job. You know what I mean? But if she's up here, she got a lot going for herself, and you just at the bottom, just like, yeah, I'm just doing whatever to get by, or yeah, this is good enough for me. You think you can pull a girl who's at like CEO status or like the head of a firm or whatever? Really? Ladies, y'all be one dudes with money, and some of y'all don't even be having it. That's the crazy part about it. You have a whole track list, a whole list of requirements, ladies. Some of y'all be blowing my mind. Y'all be having a whole list. Fellas, y'all be doing it for ladies too. Y'all be having a long list of requirements that you look for out of a man or a woman. But I'm sitting there thinking that half y'all don't even check off these boxes on this list. But you know what? I say, hey, keep hope alive, keep dreams real. If you like it, I love it. Can't even be mad at you, man. That's why I say it. That's why I sit back and say in 2023, I'm on a mission. I got things to do. So my whole thing is out of sight and out of mind. Whatever somebody got going on, if you like it, I love it. Simple. You know what I mean? Somebody hit me up earlier. I don't hear from this person but every month. I get left on red for a whole month. And then they come back like nothing happened. I just be like, only two possible things going on. Either you in a situation, or you don't rock with me for real. I love either one. I love either one, man. I do. I love either one. That's my thing is, I'm like, if she's in a situation, I love that for you. You ain't gotta lie to me. Like you can be like, I don't like you like that. Cool. But you leave me on red for a month? We go through this every month. We have a whole conversation, bloop. Won't hear from her for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. Then come back out the blue. I'm like, well, damn. But you know what? Whatever it is, if you like it, I love it. I can't be mad at you. But you guys already know what time it is, man. Yo, that's my quick word of the day, man. It's your boy Funkadelic Jones, man. Signing out. I'll see all you guys next week. I'm gone.